Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm JC with J&E Eclectics. We got Reyes, the entrepreneur, in the house. And in this video, we're going to tell everybody how to make some money selling shirts. You want to be successful? You want some tips that are going to help you bring that cheddar in? Stay tuned for this video.
Hey, but not just t-shirt businesses. These apply to any business. You know, so if you really want to grow a business, these tips are going to help you become successful.
Let's go. All right, let's get started.
All right, what's
With
the first
that
one?
First tip, the very first tip, have some capital to get started.
You need to, bro.
You do. You really need to if you want to do things the right way. So I would tell you first, if you're already working and thinking about starting that hustle, starting that business, and maybe it's a custom t-shirt business, don't quit the day job just yet. Let your 9 to 5 pay the bills. Let 6 to 10 build the empire. Woo!
There you
Let
go.
me say that one more time. Don't quit the day job right away. Let 9 to 5 pay the bills because you're still going to have the overhead. You need to have some capital to buy those first sets of lines, to buy your heat press, buy your inks or your vinyl, whatever you're doing. You want to have that capital up front first. Don't put everything on your credit and go into crazy debt. Let the 9 to 5 pay for that. Whatever job you work at Carl's Jr., let Carl's Jr. pay for that heat press.
That's right.
Okay? And then from 6 to 10, you get off work, right? 6 to 10, make those shirts, make that hustle. Start reaching out to other people for potential clients, right? Start taking those nice photos of your finished product and putting it up on your Instagram, your social medias, your Etsy, whatever that is, right? Don't go into debt right away. Don't go broke trying to sell shirts.
I got you, man. And let me add some stuff to that. First of all, the reason why you want a day job is you need that cash flow to invest into your business.
Yeah.
Because I used to do this bootstrapping. I have $100. All right, let me invest $100, make $200.
Yep.
But it doesn't work like that. Because you invest, let's say, $1,000 into a t-shirt business. Doesn't mean you're going to make those $1,000 back right away.
Right.
And what if you get a lot of orders and you don't have enough money to invest on a second vinyl cutter to produce quicker?
Yep.
First of all. Secondly, the best time to start a business is when you have a job.
Yeah.
Because I see this and hear this all the time. Reyes, I just got let go. Reyes, I'm quitting my job today to start my hustle tomorrow. I'm like, don't do that, bro. Yeah. Because you're not going to grow right away. I don't want to be negative.
No, but you want to be realistic.
Yeah,
right?
It's going to take a while.
You got to put the work in. You got to be ready for those things. So for us, if you guys know our story at J&E Eclectics, it's the middle of 2020 quarantine. We're in lockdown. And I didn't know if I was going to make it back in the office.
Yeah.
I know I'm stuck at home in quarantine. I look over at my kid and I'm just like, no matter what, I got to provide for her.
That's right.
So I didn't quit the job right then. I invested. I had money put aside for business and I was like, this is what I'm going to do. Bought the equipment, took that time learning it. We're going to get into that for one of these future tips right here.
Yep.
But I did all of that work and then I was like, okay, I'm set up. I know I can make money if I need to. Then I walked away from 6 figures, but I made sure I paid for all that stuff up front.
Yeah. That's right. And the third reason why you don't want to quit your day job to start a business is because that day job, potential customers.
Yes.
You could be working in the afternoon or weekends, take some of your work, show your coworkers.
Yeah.
They already like you.
Yeah.
They got money.
That's a huge one. You know how hard it is to get into certain businesses? So for example, I don't know if we've got B-roll footage. If we do, you guys will see it right now. But I made hats for a local Amazon delivery station.
The DFWDA?
Yeah,
I got B-roll.
Yeah, so we'll pop those hats up. So I designed that hat and had them made. And I actually did that before we made hats. But designing that and getting the hats made for like 500 customers at a delivery station, I thought, dang, if I walked in that delivery station with a custom shirt I made for that same business, just like the hat, I got 500 customers right there.
That's right.
So, yeah, definitely don't quit your day job right away. Start repping that swag, repping your business.
That's right.
And let those people who already know you know about your business, right? The low-hanging fruit, friends and family always first.
So let me ask you, when should someone quit? I have an answer to that, but I want to hear you.
I'll give you my response, right? Because if you guys know our story, I quit. I jumped head first. But Esley kept working for 9, 10, maybe 11 months or so. And the main thing was, for me, when you should quit, when your base bills are covered, right?
That's right. My answer is quit your day job when your side hustle becomes your full hustle, your full-time income. Once you're making enough to pay your bills, put something on the table, quit, jump. Because that shows me that you're already building momentum, and the more time and effort you put into it, there you go. Let me tell you, for example, how I quit and went to YouTube full-time. I was jumping from job to job. The last job I had was AM PM, full-time.
Okay.
And then on the, afternoons, weekends, YouTube. And then I started making a little bit more money, $500. But $500 isn't enough to support a family of 4.
That's a good caveat.
Yeah.
Don't quit your day job, etc., all the things we just mentioned. But also, think about if you're providing for other people. If you've got a spouse and you've got kids, cover that too. Because I didn't quit my job when I started making 6 figures in this business, right? I jumped in way before that because you do have to take that leap and invest in yourself also. But don't quit before you're making money in your side hustle, and don't quit your job if you're not going to have the money to support that family.
Exactly. So I hit 500 and I knew right away this isn't enough. But let me go from 5 days to 4 days. And then next month, $1,500. I was growing. Still not enough though. I'm like, 2,000, bro. At 2,000, that's another thing. You need to know how much you need to survive and have that as a goal.
Go back to our other video, right? We went over 5 tips on how to get business and what you should do, or five ways on how to get business, right? Set goals, be realistic. Those are other things we talked about in those videos.
So I hit $1,500 the second month, and I'm like, but it's not enough to quit, because I don't know how it's gonna go. So I went from 4 days to 2 days. Month after that, $2,500. I told him, hey, I'm not coming back to work.
Let's go.
Haven't looked back since. But I had to control myself. Because I wanted to quit at 500. I wanted to quit at 1,500. But I'm like, no, I need to make a certain amount. And I'm glad I did. But, I learned that the hard way. Because just like you, but not like you, I used to jump in all in with like $200 in my pocket. Big mistakes. Because I would run out of money so quick. And I didn't have money to invest on marketing. That's another thing. That's why you need money. Because you want to try new things. You want to see what works and what doesn't. And not everything you try is going to make you money. But that's part of being an entrepreneur and having cash flow.
Cash flow is important. Another tip, if you want to be successful, get through and understand your learning curve. If you don't know how to do a number of shirts vinyl and then get the weeding done professionally, but you told someone you're going to knock out 20 shirts for them today, you just messed up. You probably lost that customer. You probably lost that order. You're going to be eating that cost.
Look, one thing about entrepreneurship that's true for everybody I've noticed, they're willing to adapt. They're willing to improvise and solve problems. Because there's some people out there that I see starting a business, they're getting so frustrated and they can't think outside the box. And honestly, I don't want to be negative, but that's one quality you need to be successful. Willing to improvise on the spot.
You got to be willing to improvise. You be like, don't just wing it, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't have a clear shot from A to B. You got to make up those steps as you go and figure it out, right?
So sometimes
be flexible, be resilient too.
Sometimes I reach a problem and I'm like, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna try 10 different things. See if one of those work. That's it. But another thing I want to mention, which takes us to another tip, is you need to put in the work. I remember when I was just starting out, I tried the business whenever I had time or whenever I wanted. No, if you really want to be successful, you have to. I know it's kind of contradicting because we love the freedom, we love the income, but you have to treat it like a job. What time are you clocking in? What time are you clocking out? What are you producing during that time? But because
if it's something you love, though, it won't feel like work. I know people have heard that, right? If you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life.
As cheesy as it sounds.
It's cheesy,
but it's true.
But it is. I will tell you, man, working for like a Fortune 2 company. Working long hours for them, making them money, fixing their problems. It's a headache. You get paid good money for it, but to come home and have your own stresses, your own headaches, because you will running your own business. It's going to be tough. But at the end of the day, it's like a garden. Right? I don't know if people out there garden, but I love it. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Everything that you do and you watch that little thing, that plant get nurtured.
Every day.
I did that.
That's right, yo.
I did that. Same thing with your business. Those headaches, the sweat, the hours you put in is for you and your business. And there's so much more pride that comes with that. Getting that first sale, for example, hearing that on my phone when I get a sale through the website, I'm all, ooh, something I did.
Yeah.
You know, and you mentioned it, put it in the work.
That kind of leads us to another tip, which is find different ways of getting business. Yeah. For example, you got a t-shirt business and you got the traditional ways, business cards, website, social media. But now you're jumping into the whole YouTube thing, which is putting you in front of a whole new audience. Yep. And do people hit you up sometimes for sure? Or
yeah, I honestly get more orders through our YouTube videos than I ever did. Check out the video.
Yeah, with the Facebook?
Yeah. The Facebook ads. Now, I'm not saying that people aren't blowing up through their Facebook ads.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I paid a marketing agency to target and run ads, and they just couldn't get it done for us. That was me, right? That was just me. Now, I did have someone who commented on a video was like, well, maybe your products just aren't that great. And I'm like, you're not wrong. If you don't have a good product, you're not going to sell. However, when I'm paying someone thousands of dollars a month, and then I'll go on Instagram, post the same thing, and get 30 orders, and they get 1, 2. It's like, they're not targeting my audience well enough for me. Anyway.
No. But that's another tip I would suggest to people. Try new things. Yeah. You know, you don't have to go all in, but just try it. See if it gives you results. And if it does, keep doing it.
Yes, that's a big piece. So the next tip, if you want to be successful in your business or your t-shirt business, for example, figure out what works. And then make a blueprint on that. Okay, what did I do here? What did I post exactly on social media that people liked? Was it a specific hashtag that caught on? Or what content did I put out on YouTube that people really liked? Mimic it, right? And there used to be 3 M's, and we can cut this part out because I forgot them.
Okay.
But it's basically like mimic, monetize, etc. And you basically take what worked well, you mimic it, and you replicate it.
Oh, yeah.
So it might have been mimic, multiply, monetize, something like that. But basically, okay, this post did really well. Okay, break it down. What was it that went really well? Was it the way I took the photo? Was it the hashtag I used? Was it something that was interactive with an audience, right? They were making comments and I followed up and then got some orders. Whatever is working well for you, keep doing that.
Yes, definitely.
Try other things too, but focus heavily on what's already working for you.
Yeah.
Until you find another thing that's working.
One thing I tell myself is, all right, let me try 10 ideas. And I'm not trying for all the ideas to be successful. Right. I just want that really good idea. One idea out of 10. Right. And then when I find that one idea, I tell myself, let me try 10 other things. So I go have 2, 3 good ideas. And that's all you need. Honestly, to be successful in whatever, you just need one really good idea to take off, and that will change your life.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for the love. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more great content like this. Thank you to the guest, our special guest again, Reyes, the entrepreneur. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.